Well, good afternoon, Facebook friends. I'm hoping you can hear me. She's pretty breezy down here on the Goldie. We got sun, but we've got wind as well. Hopefully everybody jumps on. I'm trying to shield it with my hand, this microphone. Breaking Bad. ... You don't have to be Einstein to work out. The third word is habits. So, I was sort of thinking today that, we were talking about distractions in the last little episodette. These distractions, how do we start to make changes on that stuff? Well, I did mention one way is to have a wake-up call, but you want to kind of avoid that, right? You only get a certain amount of those, hopefully more than one, in your life to kind of, as you hit the guardrails, and hope you don't smash into the guardrails of life, to keep you going in the direction that you're destined to go. Not destined from your brain, destined from your heart. That gets choked off by the noise in the brain. So, starting with the brain, there's a lot of things going on with dopamine, and with coaching that I do for leaders, business owners, and executives. Hey Larry, the health type that I am epigenetically tends to have had the brain and the nervous system was actually formed first in the womb, and the predominant hormone that we have is dopamine, and that's generally that feel-good drug that we can naturally create. We get a bit of a hit the same with generally any addiction, sugar, etc. So how do you start to break that dopamine addiction cycle? For those of us in the corporate business world, that dopamine fix, getting that neurochemical in your brain where you feel good, like you've accomplished something, is being addictive. It's hard to break. So some things that I do or have learnt that you can do are, for example, first thing is, if you haven't had the wake-up call, then grab your why as to why it is that you've perhaps been at a level of consciousness that you've decided you want to make some major changes in your life. And so in wanting to break a habit, you want to leverage off, why do I want to break it? And keep asking why a few times to get to a higher level, which is going to be something that's going to end up being connected either to family, something that you want to do for the world. It's going to be a higher order rather than, because I want to look good, right? Or because I want to lose weight. Well, why do you want to lose weight? Well, because, I'm fearful that at my age I might have some sort of an issue, like it could be diabetes type 2, because I've seen my friends having that. Okay, well then, what's that going to bring you? Well, it means I'm going to have a longer and healthier life. I'm going to be able to be more active with my kids. That's the sort of routine you want to go through. And then getting a goal down and how that breaks down to one thing that you're going to change each day to start off with until it becomes automatic. In other words, a habit. Now they say it takes about 66 days of consistency, right? Consistency is the other trick. So we've gone small, we've gone simple, and you want to go consistent. And 66 days. Now, my program's about 90 days. Most are about 12 weeks. And if you keep consistent with those, and I've seen, some amazing changes in a number of execs that I've coached. And I've been fortunate enough to get, testimonials to the same. So, all right, next one is you want to replace a bad habit with a good habit. So the trigger is still there, right? You've still got the trigger, but you're going to put something else in that trigger instead. And you can get smart about this. So, for example, I I do like things that taste sweet, right? I mean, who doesn't really? It's not too many people that don't. As far as our capacity or requirement for how much, that varies, sure. But, you know, sugar is addictive. And so what have I got? I think, okay, anytime I feel like something's sweet, I'll use either monk fruit or stevia. And I use organic forms of these too, by the way. Stevia, what's the other one? Xylitol, erythritol, and I can never say that word. Xylitol, one that starts with X. Look it up on Google. You've got 4 there, substitutes. Pick which one you prefer. Some people don't like some of them. I can't taste the difference, to be quite honest. I use stevia, use an organic form, and I'll put that in to sweeten something if I do. Now the thing is, my palate has got so used to not having sugar that it's not such a big deal for me these days, and I'll get enough out of a piece of fruit. And yes, it has fructose, but the fructose is connected to fibre, so you're not getting the spike of sugar and therefore insulin in your system to take the sugar out of the system, which most people today, and kids especially, are bashing the hell out of. Replacing a good habit and trying to get bad habits, with a good substitute. So, you know, the trigger is there. Do something else. You know, for smokers, it'll be, go and chew gum, right? Get yourself a gum that, you know, has something like stevia or something like that, right? If you're a smoker. So you get the idea. So, okay, so we've got the why. We want to keep it simple. We're going to get it down to 1. So take your top habit that you want to change. We're going to set a goal. We'll set a goal for it to last for 66 days, maybe a little more to cut yourself a bit of slack. And there was one other one that I've got. There's like 4 different things you can do. Oh, yeah. So having an accountability buddy is kind of cool too, right? So if you've got, let's say, exercise is a great one. You know, when you think, I need to do that, I'm going to do that exercise, and it drifts off because you're on the dopamine train, you know, which I can tend to get on as well. I've got to say, the easier exercise for me to do is the one in the mornings. The harder one is to break my day, get off that dopamine train, right, when I'm firing, my brain is firing on all cylinders and I'm knocking out a bunch of transactional stuff in the mornings, which is the best time for my health type to be doing that, to where I make the call around lunchtime, because lunchtime's a trigger, I'm a bit hungry, so that's a good transition point to then be able to have a bit of a little healthy lunch, take a little break, and then say Dave, that's Dave over there somewhere. You can see Dave, the lifesaver that has been working here, by the way, in that towel. Where's his towel? His towel's over there. I don't know if you can see it over there. Is that it? Yeah, somewhere. For 15 years. He's been working in that tower for 15 years. What a job, right? I'm sure he gets a lot of time in for meditation. Well, there's no one swimming. So getting the accountability buddy does help as do transition points in your day. Get a bite to eat. I know then that my brain, the dopamine stuff, is done for the morning. I now want to move into, and I know this because of the chronobiology of my epigenetic makeup, right? And this is easy to do with anybody, that I'm then going to get some exercise happening, right? So if I'm getting some exercise happening, then that's going to actually change my biochemical makeup as well. We're probably going to move more from dopamine to what's the name of the doesn't come to me right now, the hormone, the feel-good hormone for when you're moving. Happy for somebody to put it up here right now. And hey, Prince. If you've got a friend as well, endorphins, there it is, endorphins. And you love it when the subconscious sort of plucks it out for you when you leave it alone. So endorphins will start pumping into the system. So you've got a different form of feel-good drug going on. You're getting rid of stress, and then you're going to slow down and get into that mode for the second part of your day. So you've organised a transition to get off the dopamine train. You've got some exercise in, and for me, doing more strength type of work is best around 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. My cardio works best at around sort of 6 to 9 a.m.-ish, thereabouts. And so if you follow those hormone changes and putting in transition points, you can use that as a pivot point for certain habits as well, right? So for me to stop going hard at it and then change to more project-based work for the afternoons, for example. So this isn't complicated, and this is available, some of the stuff to help you online, and of course I build it in the programs that I conduct in coaching my executives as a biohacker, and there it is, guys. Go change some habits for the better. Okay. All right. She's windy here. I'm going to head up back that way and get back into my project work as I continue to build out my biotech and biointelligence, and of course the exciting area of bioenergetics now, which we'll talk more about. I'm going to be conducting some interviews in the not so distant future around the area of bioenergetics and speaking to experts in that space, and how that is a fantastic opportunity for people to take care of their own health at a new level. And it's a really exciting field. I'm excited about it because it's a new area that's on the forefront, including quantum physics, but also because there's technology involved that acts as a good lever to help those of us that haven't learned how to do these things organically, and that's harder for some than others to learn. And if there's going to be benefits there in doing that and using technology, then that's great. Technology can also screw things up, given. But so can the internet. And here we are, right? It can be used for good, it can be used for bad. It's a catalyst. Makes the ride more exciting, that's for sure. So, all right, guys, enjoy the rest of your day, morning, evening, whatever you happen to be doing, and possibly with someone, or you're getting some time to yourself. We'll see you on the next. Better tune in. Tommy G signing off. Oh, wait a minute. One other thing. If you want to learn some more, I've got back to the heal.me page on Facebook. Come and knock on the door at heal.me. And we've got like 900 plus people in there. And I'm starting to push all my content that I do from different platforms and so on over into that one group. Right, so a lot of my stuff's going in there now. We're getting that cranked up. It's timely to do it, and so I've dusted it off. We're calling it Hill.me 2020 is going to be the name. I was thinking 2.0, but we're going 2020 because I think this is a very big year, and I'm sure you agree. All right, time to get out of here and get up and go and get cleaned up and ready for the second part of my day. Bye, guys.